Set to go now. Brooke Vestal out in the circle has completed her warm-up tosses. This is her 4th appearance, her first start of the year. 2 2/3 innings. She's given just 2 hits, no runs, and no walks so far. And opponents batting just .222 off of Brooke Vestal. Sheridan Fisher in from the left side. Bats left, throws right. First pitch down and away. We are underway about 11 minutes late, but underway nonetheless on this Sunday night. 1 ball and no strikes. Wind blowing out toward right center field this evening. Next pitch misses away, and it's 2-0. Bearcats had just 1 hit in the first meeting with the Sooners. The 2-0 pitch is upstairs also. The Bearcats have bright orange uniform tops and pants, white leggings, white helmets, white numerals and lettering. Sooners have the anthracite gray tops and pants, kind of the crimson sleeves, crimson stockings. 3-0 pitch headed home. And that time Vestal took a little something off to deal a strike. 3-1. See if she can come back and get the left-hand batting Sheridan Fisher. The 3-1 also in there for a called strike. Megan McDonald is on deck for Sam Houston. They've rebranded, no longer Sam Houston State, just Sam Houston. 3-2 pitch, bouncing ball to second base. Jennings picks it up and throws across the tail in snow, and the first out is recorded. A 4-3 putout of Sheridan Fisher. Megan McDonald will be the batter. McDonald, also left-handed hitter, batting .259. Has started all 9 games for the Bearcats. 7 hits, 3 runs scored. She has driven in 3. McDonald bats with the bases empty and 1 away at the top of the first. Vestal induces a fly ball to shallow center. The second baseman Jennings races back and backhands that one, avoiding a collision with Jada Coleman, the center fielder. Good communication and 2 outs. So Tiare Jennings is taking care of the first 2 outs here. And the batter will be the shortstop, Emily Tell. Tell, right-handed batter, swings and fouls the first pitch directly behind home plate. Telg was hitless against the Sooners in the first meeting this weekend. She's a .318 hitter for the year. Started all 9 games. 7 hits and 8 runs scored. And the 0-1 check swing, the appeal, and no swing at first base. Vestal trying to work a 1-2-3 top of the first inning and let that potent Sooner offense go to work. The 1-1 drilled to straightaway center field. Backing up though and making the catch is Coleman, and the inning is over. A line out to center. Bearcats go 1-2-3 in the top of the first. No score, and the Sooners coming to the plate for the first time in this one when we return. This is Sooner softball from Learfield IMG College. No score. Sooners at the plate. Tiare Jennings leading things off. Right-hander Darby Fitzpatrick in the circle for Sam Houston tonight. It started about 15 minutes late. The Bearcats went 1-2-3 in the first inning. Tiare Jennings batting .547 on the year. 10 home runs, 29 runs driven in. This pitch is down and in. 2-0 to Tiare Jennings. I know there were high expectations. Top 5 national recruit, California Gatorade Player of the Year, but as a 5'8" freshman, San Pedro, California, to hit 10 home runs in the first 16 games. Wow. 2-0 pitch is an off-speed pitch in there for a called strike. Jennings is 9 out of 14 this weekend, 2 home runs. And she has driven in 7 runs for the Sooners since Friday. 2 for 4 and drove in a pair the first time these clubs met. She pops this one up. Foul down the right field line, and it's dropped in foul territory by Sheridan Fisher. She got there in plenty of time. The sun, I don't think, was a factor. Maybe in the right corner of her eye she would have seen it. But for all intents and purposes, she just dropped it and gave new life to the very dangerous Sooner leadoff batter, Tiare Jennings. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Hard hit ground ball speared on one hop by the third baseman Lang. The throw to first is in time. And so Jennings got new life, but is now retired on a 5-3 putout. That'll bring Jocelyn Alo to the plate. Alo batting .578. She's got 12 homers. Jennings and Alo at the top of the lineup have 22 home runs and 65 runs batted in between them through 16 games. Just ridiculous numbers. An off-speed pitch is upstairs, and Jocelyn swats it foul out of play over the first base side. This weekend, Alo is 4 for 10, 2 home runs, and she's driven in 5 for the Sooners. Has a hit in each game in this event so far. 0-1 the count from Darby Fitzpatrick. And a fastball on the outside edge. 0-2 to Jocelyn. Outfield is straight away, and as you might imagine, very deep for this powerful Sooner bat. The 0-2 pitch hits a flare out into right field. Played on a hop out there by Fisher. She thought about throwing to first, but Alo, getting down the line nicely, is able to take first base with a 1-out single. That will bring Grace Lyons to the plate with 1 out in the bottom of the first. No score between the Sooners and Sam Houston.
Next up for the Sooners, shortstop number 3.
Grace Lyons has had a good weekend. Sooner shortstop is 5 out of 12. 3 runs scored, 3 runs batted in. First pitch is over but low to Grace. .460 hitter on the year, 7 home runs, 23 runs driven in. She has 4 doubles, 21 runs scored. The 1-0 pitch to Lyons. Popped up on the infield. Retreating is the shortstop Telg, and she'll make the catch just a couple of steps on the shortstop side of the second base bag. 2 down, and Alo stays at first base. With 2 gone, Kinsey Hansen will be the batter. Rare scoreless inning potentially for this Sooner offense. Kinsey Hansen, the designated player for this game. She's 6 for 10 with a home run and 8 runs batted in this Courtyard Marriott Invitational. Alo at first and 2 down. And a first pitch strike in there to Kinsey. For the season, batting .542. Sooners have 3 batters above .500 through 16 games this year. Swung on and popped up third base side near the line, and coming in to catch it will be Kinsey Lang, the third baseman. The Sooners are retired. No score. Top of the second coming your way from Marita Hines Field. Sooner softball is presented in part by the award-winning retail store at the Jimmy Austin OU Golf Club. Open to the public. Golfers and non-golfers are welcome. The best selection of OU polos and pullovers, vests, anywhere. Come check us out. Located on Constitution, just a few blocks east of the ballpark. The Jimmy, where we encourage you to golf and shop like a champion. Leading things off is Ellie Grill, the first baseman. First pitch downstairs. The 1-0 swung on and missed. A good changeup there from Brooke Vestal. Count evens at 1-1 to Ellie Grill. Grill, a .364 hitter, leading hitter on this Sam Houston ball club. Started all 9 games. No home runs, 3 runs batted in. Stance wide and open. Her front foot is near the front of the batter's box from the left side. And strike 2 pumped in there by Vestal. 1-2 the count now. Sooner outfield straight away, about medium depth out there. Alo in left, Coleman in center, Nicole Mendez in right. The 1-2 pitch. Got a piece of it, swung on, but the foul tip is caught by Lindsey Elam. And a strikeout, the first of the game for Vestal. One down here in the second inning. This Sooner pitching staff,
Second baseman number 14.
great all weekend so far. Vestal another good start here. The batter is Brooke Malia, right-hand batting second baseman with the bases empty and one away, and she swings through that first pitch. 0-1. Malia will be followed by Courtney White, the designated player for this game. Oh, 1 pitch. Brooke Vestal nubbed, and that one took a roll fair. Picking it up and stepping on first base is Taylor Snow, 2 down. That ball started in foul territory, but it had such English on it. Had side spin and rolled all the way fair by probably 5 or 6 feet. It was a slow roller. Taylor Snow easily picked it up and stepped on first. 2 gone. Batter is Courtney White, the designated player. White, left-handed batter. One of 6 left-handed hitters in the lineup for Sam Houston. First pitch is fouled out of play, up and over the back screen. 0-1 to Courtney White. White, a 125 hitter, just her 3rd start of the year. Has 1 hit in 8 official plate appearances for Sam Houston. Bases empty, 2 gone, top of the second inning with no score. And the 0-1. Bouncing ball to short, easily gloved by Lyons. Across to first, Snow steps on the bag. 1-2-3 go the Bearcats again. 6 up and 6 down for Sam Houston at the plate.
Getting off the bottom of the second for the Sooners, center fielder number 24, Jada Coleman.
Jada Coleman, the center fielder, leads off for the Sooners. Bottom of the second from Marita Hines Field. First pitch is in there for a called strike. The next one from Darby Fitzpatrick, up and away. 1-1 to Jada Coleman. Sooners got a base hit from Jocelyn Allo in the first, but left her stranded out there. Jada Coleman batting .457. 4 homers, 16 runs batted in. And the next pitch is a little bit upstairs. 2-1 the count. Coleman, Taylor Snow, Jana Johns due to come to the plate for the Sooners. 5, 6, and 7 in the batting lineup. Darby Fitzpatrick, the right-hander, spinning the softball in her right hand, sending it home. Fly ball fairly well hit to left, but caught in fair territory by the left fielder Brooklyn Devine. 1 down in the Sooner second. Jada Coleman gets retired, and that's big news. She was 5 out of 12 with 2 home runs this weekend before that fly ball. Taylor Snow will be the batter with the bases empty and 1 down for the Sooners here in the bottom of the second. First pitch is outside from Fitzpatrick. Taylor Snow, left-handed batter, .488 hitter. No homers and 13 runs batted in so far this year. The 1-0. One hopper knocked down by the pitcher Fitzpatrick. Has plenty of time to pick it up and toss over to Grill, first baseman. 2 gone. Base is empty. Jana Johns will be the batter for the Sooners. Fitzpatrick has retired 5 of the first 6 Sooner batters. Sooner softball presented in part by the OU Television Cornerstone Partners. When you can't be at the game, Sooner Sports TV has you covered on the air and online at Soonersports.tv. Sooner Sports TV is presented by our Cornerstone Partners, Anheuser-Busch, the OU Extended Campus, and OU Health. And Dr. Tim Shannon and Dr. Mark Revels at Orthodontics exclusively are proud to present the junior captain of the game. For more information on how your child can become the next junior captain at an upcoming OU softball game, go to orthoexc.com. Base is empty, 2 gone. First pitch swinging. Jana Johns, a pop-up into shallow center field. and caught by Megan McDonald. Sooners go quickly and quietly into second, and we have no score headed to the third. This is Sooner softball from Learfield IMG College. She joins the fray here. Alana Thede is in the circle. Solid couple of innings from Brooke Vestal. She allowed no runs and no hits and retired all 6 batters that she faced. So Vestal is done, and here is Thede. First pitch swinging is Hannah Schaefer, the catcher. It's 0-1. Next one popped up down the right field line. 3 Sooners give chase, in fact diving for it. Goes Tiare Jennings. Can't quite reach it, and it lands foul. 0-2. Alana Thede is making her 3rd appearance. No starts. 2 2/3 innings. She's given 2 hits and no runs with 3 strikeouts and a walk to this point this season. Second Sooner pitcher of the evening. Out in front 0-2 on Hannah Schaefer, the catcher. And Schaefer fouls the next pitch off. Back to the back screen. Schaefer, a .292 hitter, has started all 9 games. 2 home runs and 6 runs batted in for the Bearcats. 0-2 the count. Thede's pitch nubbed toward the second baseman Jennings, and an easy play for her. 1 out in the 3rd as Thede retires the first batter she faces. They'll bring in Kinsey Lang, the 3rd baseman. Alana Thede, a sophomore, 5'7", out of Carlsbad, California. Only 3 innings pitched. She's part of that OC Bat Busters traveling team. And has produced several Sooners on this team, including Olivia Raines and Kinsey Hansen. She was teammates with them. First pitch to Kinsey Lang is in there for a strike. The 3rd baseman, left-handed hitter, is Lang. The 0-1 pulled to second. Another routine play for Jennings. 2 up and 2 down on 2 ground balls to second base. And in fact, there have been now 8 putouts, and half of them taken care of by Tiare Jennings. Bases empty, 2 down. And the number 9 batter, Brooklyn Devine, the left-hand batting left fielder, is in. Thede deals. Just a touch outside. Ball 1. Brooklyn Devine is without a hit this year. This is her 3rd start. 0 for 3 at the plate. Her 6th appearance overall. And she slashes through that pitch. Trying to slap one toward the left side unsuccessfully, and the count is even at 1-1 on Devine. Sheridan Fisher, top of the order on deck, but Sooner pitching trying to work through this lineup. 9 up and 9 down. Next pitch is an over but low from Thede, and the count rolls to 2-1. Sooner softball is brought to you in part by our OU Community Cornerstone partners, Landers Auto Group, Coca-Cola, and OU Health. No score, top of the 3rd. This one chopped off of home plate, foul up the first base side. Over toward the on-deck circle, Sheridan Fisher scrambles out of the way, picks up the bat, and hands it back to her teammate, Brooklyn Devine. We'll do it all over again. Sooners 16-0. Rolled through this homestand. They'll have Monday and Tuesday off, and then host UT Arlington at 6 o'clock on Wednesday before they hit the road to go to the USA Softball Hall of Fame Classic. Not a very lengthy road trip. Full count now on Brooklyn Devine. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the 2nd strikeout for Sooner pitching, and the 1st for Alana Thede. 3 up and 3 down in the 3rd for Sam Houston. Still no score. Sooners will try to change that when we come back. This is Sooner softball from Learfield IMG College.
Getting off the ball in the 3rd for the Sooners, the catcher, number 22, Lindsay Elam.
Catcher Lindsey Elam leads things off for the Sooners in the home half of the third. Welcome back to Marita Hines Field. In for Chris Plank tonight, I'm Chad McKee. Elam takes the first pitch upstairs for ball one from Darby Fitzpatrick. The next one to the Sooner catcher. Slashed foul. Back to the back screen. 1-1 to Lindsey. Elam, .367 hitter, 6 homers, 17 runs batted in this season. Sooners as a team batting .476 as the next pitch is fouled back. I mean, the numbers are just astonishing. They've hit 55 home runs and driven in 197 through 16 games. An average of 3 home runs per game. And about 12 runs per game. Just nuts what they have done. As the next pitch is down and away. The count is 2-2 to Lindsey Elam. .476 as a team. Their opponents are batting .136. They've outscored opponents 429 to 16. This one is hit foul toward the Sooner dugout. Patty Gasso coaching down at third base.
Everybody clap your hands.
2-2 remains the count to Lindsey Elam.
Check it out.
Lindsey, the senior, 5'9" from Chickasha. Led the Sooners in the shortened season last year with 9 home runs and 22 runs batted in. Hits this one in the air, foul over on the first base side. We'll see if it's playable. It will be, but there's miscommunication between Ellie Grill and Brooke Malia, the first baseman and second baseman. Grill looked like she had a good play on it and thought she was being called off by Malia, and instead it landed foul. It's the second time that the Bearcats have had trouble on pop-ups to right field. We'll see if Elam can make them pay. She'll get another 2-2 pitch from Darby Fitzpatrick. And she lines this one well out of here, but well foul down the left field line. Count stays at 2-2. Elam this weekend 3 for 6. Drove in 2 runs in the game against Louisiana Monroe. Fitzpatrick's 2-2 once again. Elam takes this one in the dirt, low and away. Sooner baseball team just getting underway with the conclusion of their set down at Frisco. They're playing Dallas Baptist tonight. No score in the first inning. We'll keep you updated on that one. 3-2 pitch for Elam. Ripped deep right center field, but playable at the warning track for Sheridan Fisher for the first out. One of the best swings the Sooners have had as Elam just missed that ball. She's out number 1 in the bottom of the third. Sooners just 1 hit, no runs for either team to this point.
Next up for the Sooners, right fielder number
That'll bring in
11,
Nicole Mendez. Batting 9th is Nicole tonight. .368 hitter, 4 homers and 11 runs driven in. In from the left side and taking the first pitch outside. Fitzpatrick so far good in the circle for Sam Houston. 2 1/3 innings, just 1 hit, no walks or strikeouts. 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes to Nicole. Finally fully healthy, you feel like, from that ACL tear in the fall of 2019. Last year, she takes this pitch outside. 6 games in her return from the injury. 2019, she hit .348 with 6 homers. Seems like just yesterday when she was the Big 12 Freshman of the Year. As part of that College World Series run the Sooners made, winning it in 2017. Next pitch is in there. 3 balls and a strike to Nicole. It's a great ambassador for the university. Great student athlete for the Sooner softball program. The 3-1. Low and away. Ball 4. Sooners have their second base runner. Nicole Mendez draws a 1-out walk and rolls the lineup over to Tiare Jennings. That is the first walk issued. by Darby Fitzpatrick tonight. Sooner softball brought to you in part by the Trails Golf Club. At the Trails in Norman, you'll experience everything you love about golf and more. Learn about spring membership specials and the advantages of belonging to a private club by scheduling a private tour today. Visit trailsgolf.com. So here is Jennings, grounded out to the third baseman Lang her first time. Shows bunt, takes the pitch, and it's low. Nothing happening with Nicole Mendez at first base either. So we're just getting a look at things. Jen Rocha coaching at first, Patty Gasso at third. One 0 pitch coming to Jennings. Drilled down the left field line, but about 5 feet foul as it's scorched past the third baseman Lang. 1-1 the count. Tiare Jennings batting .537. 29 hits, 29 runs driven in. She's walked 6 times and only struck out 4 times with 10 home runs. The 1-1 from Fitzpatrick. Hard hit, bouncing ball, too hot for the second baseman Malia to handle. It trickles into right center field. Stopping at third will be Mendez, and advancing to second as that ball just trickled out into right center field. Jennings able to go to second base on the play. So it's Mendez at third and Jennings at second base. We'll see how that's ruled. Maybe a base hit and an error, but I will wait on the official scoring. It will be a base hit, and it'll go as a double for Tiare Jennings. That's double number 7. And it brings Jocelyn Alo to the plate. Sooners with a chance to get on the board here in the bottom of the third inning. A walk to Mendez, double by Jennings, off the glove of the second baseman Brooke Malia. Time call. Alo steps out. Golden opportunity. Runners at second and third here for Jocelyn. First pitch is inside. 1-0 to Alo. 12 home runs for Jocelyn, batting .587. And she has driven in 36 runs in 16 games. Don't try to do the math on that. Hits this one off the end of the bat, foul, and it just avoids the glove of the first baseman Grill. That would have been a huge out for Fitzpatrick to be able to get. Instead, Jocelyn will get a look at a 1-1 pitch. Sooner softball brought to you by the Oklahoma Education Association and Landers Auto Group. They've teamed up with OU Athletics this spring to recognize outstanding teachers in our classrooms and communities. Visit okclassroomheroes.com to nominate your teacher to be honored at an OU spring event. Alo, high drive, deep left center field, back McDonald to the warning track, and it's gone! Aloha! 3-run home run for Jocelyn, and the Sooners, just like that, grab a 3-0 lead in the third. Alo hit that one up by the camera weld in left center field, probably 8 rows deep. Her 13th home run of the year. RBIs 37, 38, and 39. Jocelyn Alo with the big home run, brought to you by Whataburger. Get your Whataburger favorites without leaving the driver's seat. Try curbside pickup, available from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Just download the app to get started. Whataburger, and what a blast by Jocelyn Alo. And now, if you are Darby Fitzpatrick, you're cruising right along, but you give up a walk, then a hard hit ball to second that's misplayed into a double, and a 3-run blast by Jocelyn Alo. And now the pitching coach, Jess Sophie, who handles pitchers and catchers, is out into the circle to visit with Darby Fitzpatrick. Jocelyn Alo, the 3-run blast to give the Sooners the lead. In Oklahoma, now with 35 runs, they've outscored opponents 35-2 this weekend. Here's Grace Lyons with the bases empty and still just 1 out. Lyons popped up to the shortstop, Emily Telg, her first time. .451 hitter, 7 home runs. First pitch is up and away. or the second pitch, I should say. 2-0 now. A Mendez walk, Jennings a double, and a 3-run home run by Jocelyn Alo here in the third. There's a strike to Grace Lyons. Sun just about a non-factor as it sets off to the west. Don't think it's impacting anyone as they look across the field from the right side. To the left, Lyons takes ball 3. 3-1 to Grace now. Kinsey Hansen is on deck. High fly ball, deep right field. Fisher to the warning track, and this one is gone. It just clears the wall in right center, right above the 2016 National Champion sign. A solo home run for Grace Lyons as Alo and Lyons go back-to-back, and the Sooners lead 4-0. And that Sooner home run is brought to you by Whataburger. Get your Whataburger favorites without leaving the driver's seat. Try curbside pickup from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Just download the app to get started. Alo and Lyons back-to-back home runs, and that will bring about a pitching change on the part of the Bearcats. Pitching changes brought to you by Love's. Love's Travel Stops. Clean places, friendly faces. And the new face is Mika Vento. So Mika Vento replaces Darby Fitzpatrick. And the line on Darby Fitzpatrick: 2 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned. She walked one and struck out nobody. Vento now. Micah Vento replacing Fitzpatrick. Vento didn't pitch against the Sooners in the first meeting between these teams this weekend. So the Sooners 2 more home runs tonight, and now 57 home runs as a team. You just keep going through these numbers and you can't believe them. They have hit, listen to this, they've hit 50 more home runs than their opponents have already this year. 57-7. Kinsey Hansen will be the first batter that Micah Vento faces here in the Sooner third.
At the plate for the Sooners, designated player number 9, Kinsey Hansen.
Kinsey Hansen popped up to the third baseman Kinsey Lang for first time. Micah Vento is a right-handed pitcher. First one is upstairs for a ball. Vento has a 1-1 record, 22 innings pitched. She's given 24 hits, 15 runs, 13 of those have been earned. Earned run average of 4.14 with the 1-1 record. Next pitch is downstairs. 2-0 to Kinsey Hansen. Kinsey batting .531, 9 homers, 23 runs batted in. .20 pitch, a little bit outside. 3-0 now. Four nothing Sooners. Back-to-back home runs in the inning by Alo and Lyons to make it so. Hansen takes a little stroll up the third baseline. 3-0 pitch to her. Takes it on the inner half. 3-1. Jada Coleman is on deck. As Kinsey Hansen digs back in. 3-1 to her. Fouled out of play over the first base side. Sooner softball brought to you in part by Slim Chickens, a proud sponsor of OU softball. Fueling hungry fans with a lineup of chicken tenders, wings, salads, and sandwiches. Slim Chickens, fresh, delicious chicken. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kinsey Hansen. Payoff pitch, hard hit ground ball, gloved by the shortstop Telg. The throw to first is in time. 2 down. Henson retired for the second time today. And the batter will be Jada Coleman, who flied out to the left fielder Brooklyn Devine her first time.
Next for the series, center fielder number 24.
Wind is dying
Jada
down just a
Coleman.
little bit. It was about 20 miles an hour when the game started. It did not impact the home runs all that much. There's a line drive out into left center field. That's going to bound all the way to the wall. Rounding first, cruising into second with the 2-out double is Jada Coleman. And here come the Sooners again. Coleman went the opposite way with that pitch over the outer half. Just drove it out into left center. All the way to the fence. She's in scoring position for Taylon Snow.
Next up for the series, first baseman number 5, Taylon Snow.
For Jada Coleman, that is double number 5 on the year. Taylon Snow hit one back to the pitcher, Fitzpatrick, at the time. Was put out in her first plate appearance back in the second. First pitch is over but low. Taylon Snow in from the left side, batting .476. No homers, but she's driven in 13 runs. An RBI chance for her here with the Sooners up 4-0 and 2 outs. Pulled foul way out in front of that one. Sooner softball is brought to you in part by Walden Cleaners, with 3 generations of knowledge to ensure that the highest in quality detergents and cleaning methods are used, along with the most advanced equipment. Walden Cleaners and Laundry, where the difference is quality. 1-1. Snow hits this one off the fists, foul. It lands on the dirt down the left field line. Giving chase to it was Brooklyn Devine. Couldn't reach it. OU softball brought to you by Coca-Cola. No matter what your favorite meal is, it'll pair perfectly with a Coke. Serve it with the Coca-Cola, official partner of the Oklahoma Sooners. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Taylon Snow, 2 outs, runner at second base. Right back up the middle, a base hit under the glove of Vento, the pitcher. Scoring easily from second base is Coleman. It's an RBI single for Taylon Snow and a 5-0 Sooner lead. Coleman doubles and scores on the base hit by Snow. Back-to-back home runs by Allo and Lyons in the inning, and it's still going. Sooners sending the 9th batter of the inning to the plate. It's Jana Johns, the third baseman, who flied out to center field her first time. 5-0 Oklahoma. Johns takes up and away. For Taylon Snow, her 14th run driven in. 5 runs on 6 hits for the Sooners. Can Johns add to that total? She takes this one a little bit downstairs. Jana batting .375. She's driven in 11 runs. 5 home runs for her. Two balls and no strikes from Micah Vento, who deals an off-speed pitch, swung on and missed. Headed to second base is Taylon Snow, and she's in there easily, really without a play, as Hannah Schaefer's throw was wide to the second base side of the second base bag. A stolen base there for Snow to get herself into scoring position. She's now 2 for 2 in the stolen base department this year, Snow. 2 balls and a strike on Jana Johns. She settles in from the right side. Vento deals. This one is well hit. Left center field. Chasing back is McDonald. It hits the base of the wall. In to score comes Snow. Johns slides in with an RBI double at second base, and Oklahoma leads 6-0 in the third. Jana Johns with her second double of the year, her 12th RBI, and Oklahoma is pouring it on now. Little slow to come around. The Sooners had just 1 hit through the first 2 innings, but they have opened up the floodgates. 2 home runs, 2 doubles, and a single. 6 runs on the board here in this third inning. So back to the dugout goes Garrett Vallis, and Lindsey Elam is in. Flied out to right earlier this inning. Jana Johns at second base, 2 down. Elam scalds one back up the middle on 1 hop played by the center fielder McDonald. Racing to the plate and scoring once again is Johns, and the Sooners have a 7-0 lead on an RBI single by Lindsey Elam. Johns an RBI double. She scores on the single by Elam. 7-0 Oklahoma, bottom of the third. And Nicole Mendez will be the batter. Elam drives in her 7th run of the year. Looks like the Sooners may pinch hit here.
Pinch hitting for the Sooners, number 0,
They will.
Boone.
Riley Boone pinch hits for Nicole Mendez. So Boone for Mendez in the number 9 position in the lineup. Riley is a left-handed batter. Swings at the first pitch and slashes it foul. Sooner softball brought to you by MidFirst Bank, a premier partner of OU Athletics and your exclusive home for the OU credit and debit card. Visit midfirst.com/Sooners for details. MidFirst Bank, true to your money. Member FDIC. 0-1 the count to Riley Boone. Swings and hits a ground ball. Diving goes the second baseman Malia. She can't reach it. It's into center field. Down to third base will go Lindsey Elam. Sooners have runners at the corners and 2 outs, and back to the top of the order for Tiare Jennings. Riley Boone pinch hits and singles. Tiare Jennings singled earlier this inning and scored on Alo's home run. She's 1 for 2 today. And a .545 hitter on the year. The run she scored earlier was her 21st of the year.
Second baseman, number 23, Tiare Jennings.
8 hits and 7 runs in this inning for Oklahoma. First pitch called strike to Tiare Jennings. Nine Oklahoma hits total. Sam Houston still without a hit. The 0-1 hit hard straightaway center. McDonald is back, looks up, and this one is out of here. Tiare Jennings with a 3-run home run, the 3rd home run of the inning, and it's 10-0 Oklahoma in the 3rd. That Sooner home run is brought to you by Whataburger. Get your Whataburger favorites without leaving the driver's seat. Try curbside pickup, available 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Just download the app to get it started. Reagan Dunn has to be wondering, what have I gotten myself into?
21, Grace Green.
Reagan Dunn is 1-1 on the season. She's pitched 12 innings, 17 hits, 19 runs, 11 walks, and 11 strikeouts. Grace Green is going to pinch hit now for Jocelyn Alo. Grace steps out of the batter's box. This pitching change is brought to you by Love's Travel Stops. Clean places, friendly faces. Here's Green. Downstairs to Grace. Batting .500 on the year. Limited plate appearances. She's 10 for 20 though, with 7 runs driven in. A home run, 2 doubles for Green. Bases empty, 2 down, and a 10-0 Sooner lead in the 3rd. Pitch is downstairs. .2-0. Green takes inside and low. Ten runs on 10 hits for Oklahoma. All 10 runs here on 9 hits in this inning, and that pitch came in and got a piece of Green. Actually, it was inside, didn't hit her. Ball 4. So Grace Green is aboard with 2 down. Sooners will send their 14th batter to the plate here, and it will be a pinch hitter, it appears. They'll have a pinch runner at first. Kinsey Kelso will run for Grace Green.
Pinch running at first base for the Sooners, number 1, Kinsey Kelso.
So Kelso runs at first, and we'll see who the pinch hitter is. Grace Lyons will be pinch hit for. She homered earlier this inning and was 1 for 2 on the day. Sooner softball brought to you in part by AT&T, the official 5G wireless network sponsor of OU Athletics, and by Eat, Stay, Play. Oklahoma Athletics wants to thank the official Eat, Play, Stay partners Othello's Italian Restaurant, the Conference Center at NCED, Midway Grocery and Deli, Courtyard by Marriott, The Meeting Place, Red Effect Infrared Fitness, The Baked Bear, and Jason's Deli. Visit Soonersports.com for more information. Pinch hitter for the Sooners will be Mackenzie Donahue. She takes a strike from Reagan Dunn. Mackenzie Donahue batting .500. She's 10 for 20 with 10 runs batted in. And it's a fly ball. Wynn's got a hold of this one. Back to the warning track, and this one is gone. Mackenzie Donahue belts the 4th Sooner home run of this inning. Kinsey Kelso, the pinch runner for Grace Green, scores ahead of it, and it's 12-0 Oklahoma in the 3rd inning. That Sooner home run is brought to you by Whataburger. Get your Whataburger favorites without leaving the driver's seat. Try curbside pickup, available from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Just download the app to get started. 4 home runs in the inning for the Sooners. That's a 2-run blast for Mackenzie Donahue. Kinsey Hansen will be the batter. That's the 3rd home run for Donahue this year. RBIs 11 and 12. Allo, Lyons, Donahue, and Jennings have homered. The number 3 spot in the lineup has homered twice from 2 different players in this 3rd inning. Swing and a miss here by Kinsey Hansen. She's 0 for 2. She grounded out earlier this inning and popped up to 3rd back in the 1st. Still batting .520 with 9 homers and 23 runs driven in. Bases empty and 2 down. The 1-1 foul to the top of the back screen. Eight of the runs have scored with 2 outs in this inning. Sooners have 12 runs on 11 hits. 1-2 pitch outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kinsey Hansen. And the 2-2 lashed into right center field. That's into the gap, rolling all the way to the base of the wall. Picked up by Megan McDonald, the left fielder, and a double for Kinsey Hansen. That is her first hit of this game. A 2-out double to the base of the wall in right center. Jada Coleman will be the batter. She doubled and scored earlier this inning. The 16th batter here in the 3rd for the Sooners to get these 12 runs. Coleman has a look at a first pitch strike from Dunn. Reagan Dunn is the 3rd Sam Houston pitcher. She has yet to retire a batter and has given 2 earned runs on 2 hits. The next one is outside. 1-1. Sooner softball brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Oklahoma, proudly sponsoring University of Oklahoma athletics. The 1-1 to Jada Coleman. Time call. She steps out. Jada batting .458. Fly to left in the 2nd. Doubled and scored earlier here in this inning. Next one is up and in to her. 2 outs. Kinsey Hansen is at second base. The 2-1 to Jada. Low. First base is open. Taylon Snow is in the on-deck circle. Big hack and a miss. 3-2. Jada Coleman was bidding to hit the 5th Sooner home run of this inning. She's clubbed 4 on the season. Time called here Payoff pitch, tapped foul, into the dirt and behind home plate. Sooner softball brought to you in part by the Trails Golf Club. At the Trails, you'll experience everything you love about golf and more. Visit and play the course as a member for a day. Find out for yourself what makes the Trails special. Visit trailsgolf.com. Payoff pitch with 2 down. Up and away, ball 4. Jada Coleman draws the walk. Second time she has reached base in this game. In fact, second time she's reached in this inning. She doubled and scored on Taylon Snow's RBI single. And speaking of Taylon Snow, here she is. RBI base hit, a stolen base, and a run scored earlier this inning. Slashing away at the first pitch from Dunn, fouls it to the back screen over on the third base side. Taylon Snow batting at .488. Drove in her 14th run of the season earlier in this inning. 0-1. Runners at first and second, 2 down. This pitch is low and away for a ball. Oklahoma had just 1 hit in the game coming into the third, but they've exploded for 12 runs on 11 hits and 4 homers in the inning. And the next pitch is hit foul to the back screen over on the third base side again by Taylon Snow. Reagan Dunn trying to get the elusive final out. Misses outside, and the count is 2-2. Jana Johns is due up next. Taylon Snow is the 17th batter of the inning for the Sooners. 2-2. And there's ball 3. If she reaches, they will have sent 18 batters to the plate. So have you batted around when it's 9 batters or when all 9 have batted and the 10th batter comes to the plate? We could discuss that for ages. We can discuss it now because a walk has just happened. And so the Sooners have had every spot in the lineup bat twice in this inning now as Jana Johns comes up. Back-to-back walks to Coleman and Snow. Kinsey Hansen to third, Coleman at second. And we might have another pitching change here. If you're the Bearcats, just where do you go? They conference in the circle. Now, the Sam Houston pitching coach, Jess Sophie, just pulls her pitcher and catcher aside, wants to talk to them. Sooner softball is brought to you in part by OG&E. We energize life. And the University of Oklahoma and Sooner Sports Properties would like to thank our concession partners, Rib Crib, Chick-fil-A, Frito-Lay, Nacho Express, and Kona Ice. So the meeting continues. It'll be broken up. Sooners 12 runs on 11 hits in this inning. And the 18th batter of this third frame, Jana Johns, is due to come to the plate with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Let's see if we can check in on Sooner baseball. Sooners trailing 3-0 in the bottom of the second to Dallas Baptist down in Frisco as they wrap up competition. Good to have Skip Johnson and the Sooner baseball team back home on Tuesday. They will host UT Arlington. Bases loaded, 2 down. Johns takes the first pitch inside. 1-0 to Jana. She flied out to the center fielder McDonald in the second. Doubled and scored earlier this inning and batting for the second time. Fouls it directly back behind home plate. Sooner softball brought to you by Backstage Limo as the transportation partner of Sooner Sports. Backstage Limo has the access to help create a VIP experience that lasts a lifetime. More than just a luxury transportation company, Backstage allows you to travel with privacy, style, and excellence. Next one is up and away. 2-1 is the count. Jana Johns. Lindsey Elam due up next. Would bat for the 3rd time in this inning if it happens. And it's 1 pitch away from happening. 3-1 the count. A walk would mean the 13th Sooner run here in the 3rd. And there's ball 4, a bases loaded walk and an RBI for Jana Johns as Kinsey Hansen crosses the plate with run number 13 in the inning. Jada Coleman advances to third, Taylon Snow to second on the RBI walk by Jana Johns. And Lindsey Elam bats for the 3rd time in the 3rd inning. She singled and scored earlier in this frame and flied out to right field the first time she batted. 1 for 2 in the inning with an RBI and a run. The 1-0 in there for a called strike. Lindsey Elam batting .375 for the year. Sooners with 12 hits, 5 walks, 7 extra base hits, and they are 5 out of 5 with runners in scoring position. The 1-1 popped up, foul. That'll get out of play behind home plate. Forget about Bedlam. Sooners and Cowgirls, every time they get together, it is special. They'll close out the season May 7th, 8th, and 9th. The Phillips 66 Bedlam Series is brought to you in part by Academy Sports and Outdoors, Oklahoma Blood Institute, Homeland, and Anheuser-Busch. Look forward to that at the end of the year, closing out the regular season with Bedlam. Lindsey Elam fouls the next pitch back, and the count is 1-2 on her. She goes after another and fouls it out of play. So the count stays 1-2. Coleman at third, Snow at second, Johns at first base, and 2 down. Another 1-2. Swing and a miss, a strikeout, and the inning is finally over. But 12 runs on 11 hits, 4 Sooner home runs. And Oklahoma leads Sam Houston 13-0 headed to the 4th. And 9 up and 9 down. 1 rotation through the batting lineup of Sam Houston for Sooner pitching without allowing a hit and without allowing a base runner. Top of the order is in. Sheridan Fisher is 0 for 1. She grounded out to second base, and Tiare Jennings, her first time up. Sooners have some defensive changes. Kinsey Kelso is in left. Riley Boone is in right as this pitch is bounced foul. Over on the first base side, nothing and 2 the count on Fisher. Bounces this one to short, and an easy play there. Taylon Snow accepts the throw. Sooners have changed up the outfield as we said. Tiare Jennings is now playing short as well. She made that put out. Center fielder Megan McDonald is the batter for Sam Houston. With the bases empty and 1 down, she pulls it to first base quickly. Taylon Snow picks it up, steps on the bag, 2 down. So the new middle defense for the Sooners. Jennings at short, and Donahue is now playing second base. New left fielder is Kelso, and new right fielder is Boone. Base is empty, 2 down. Here's Emily Tell fouling the first pitch back. Bearcats had just 1 hit against the Sooners in the first meeting back on Friday. They have no hits here tonight. Perfect game so far for Sooner pitching, as Alana Thede misses a little bit high. Thede an inning and 2/3 with 1 strikeout. Nothing surrendered so far. The 1-1. Hard hit ground ball. Picked up by Jennings. Throw to first. She records 2 putouts in the inning. And the Bearcats go 1-2-3 in the 4th. Sooners back to the bats in the bottom of inning number 4, leading 13-0.
Leading off the ball in the 4th for the Sooners, right fielder number 0, Riley Boone.
Riley Boone leads things off for the Sooners. Welcome back to Marita Hines Field. Boone batting ninth in the lineup. 13-0 Sooners, bottom of the fourth inning. Boone takes ball two, low and away. Riley Boone pinch hit for Nicole Mendez. Singled and scored a run in that 13-run Sooner third inning. Riley batting .462 for the season. Then takes ball three. Reagan Dunn is back out in the circle for Sam Houston. See how long that holds up. Reagan Dunn just a third of an inning and gave 3 earned runs with 4 walks to the Sooners in the third. And she issues a leadoff walk on 4 pitches to Riley Boone. Sooner offense starts up again. Looks like Patty Gasso is approaching home plate. And we'll have a pinch hitter for Tiare Jennings at the top of the Oklahoma lineup. So many options. Who will it be? Paige Knight, it appears. So Paige Knight standing over in the on-deck circle. Going to pinch hit here. JT Gasso visits with her in the on-deck circle, along with the next scheduled Sooner hitter. It's going to be Kenzie Kelso. But here is Paige Knight.
Next up,
First plate appearance of the day, just her third official plate appearance of the season. She's driven in 2 runs. She is 2 for 2, perfect at the plate this year. It's a big swing at that offering. Swing and a miss. 0-1. 4 more Sooner home runs today. 59 on the year for this team. Allo, Jennings have homered. This is hit well straightaway center field. McDonald watches this one sail out of here. And a home run for Paige Knight. 15-0 Oklahoma. Celebration over in the Sooner dugout as Paige Knight clubs a home run, her first. And that Sooner home run is brought to you by Whataburger. Bill Meyer comes on. She is the 4th pitcher of the day for the Bearcats. Fitzpatrick started, went 2 1/3 innings, gave 4 earned runs on 4 hits. Then it was Vento for just a third of an inning and 6 earned runs. Dunn also 1/3 of an inning and gave 5 earned runs. And now it's Bill Meyer. And Kenzie Kelso gets her first plate appearance of the day. She pinch ran for Grace Green, who had replaced Jocelyn Allo. Kenzie Kelso, the 3rd Sooner to bat in the number 2 spot, including Allo, who clubbed her 13th home run of the year earlier. First pitch misses to Kelso. 1-0 to Kenzie. Junior from just down the road in Tuttle, and she takes a strike. She's 5 out of 10 on the season with 2 runs batted in and 6 runs scored. Hasn't homered, but does have a double. Bases empty, nobody out. A 15-0 Sooner lead. Next pitch is upstairs. Two-1 from Bill Meyer to Kelso is in there at the belt for a strike, and it's 2-2. Two delivery ripped off the top of the Sooner dugout. They've added that fencing over there. Just a couple of years that that's been in place. There's 2 rails that go up and 1 that goes across, and fencing across the top of that dugout, or else that would have been a hot shot over there. Instead, it deflects harmlessly back into foul ground. 2-2. Pitch off speed and just misses. 3-2 now. Kenzie Kelso Looking at the payoff pitch from Billmeyer. Rockets this one foul outside of third. 15-0 Oklahoma, bottom of the fourth inning. A 13-run third. They've added 2 more on Paige Knight's first home run here in this fourth inning. And Kelso takes ball 4 up and away. You love that these hitters, though they may not be getting a lot of opportunities, they're still not swinging out of the strike zone and chasing pitches. As Kinsey Kelso draws the walk.
Next up for the Sooners, number 12, Mackenzie Donahue.
Mackenzie Donahue will be the batter. 7th walk the Sooners have drawn in this game. Donahue shows bunt. She homered in the 3rd inning, as did Grace Lyons, also in the number 3 spot. Shows bunt, takes called strike. Donahue's home run was a 2-run home run. Drove in Kinsey Kelso, who's at first now, and was pinch running for Grace Green back in the 3rd. Again, she shows bunt, takes strike 2. 0-2. Nobody out, runner at first, and 2 runs home here in the 4th. The 0-2 swing and a miss, an off-speed pitch. Way out in front of that one was Mackenzie Donahue. 1 away in the 4th. So Christine Billmeyer facing the Sooners for the 2nd time this weekend. She pitched 4 2/3 and gave up 5 earned runs to the Sooners in the first meeting this weekend. Now the first baseman, Ellie Grill, is over for a little conversation with her pitcher. Sooners going to go to the bench again, looks like. And indeed they will. Zeta Puni will be the batter. First pitch is swung on and fouled to the top of the back screen. So Zeta Puni, the freshman from Carson, California, is on. Zeta is 1 for 4 at the plate this year. She's driven in 3 runs. Who hasn't driven in a run for this team this year? 15-0 Oklahoma. Runner at first and 1 out. Zeta Puni batting for Kinsey Hansen in the cleanup spot. She takes this one outside. 2-1. Next one, up and away. 3 balls and a strike. Kinsey Kelso is the runner at first. Now the catcher, Hannah Schaefer, is going to go out and visit with Billmeyer. Christine Billmeyer and Schaefer talk it over. Just a brief conversation, I'm sure, in a 15-0 ball game. Updating you on other happenings. Dallas Baptist on top of the Sooner baseball team. That's 8-0 in the top of the 3rd. Trying to find an update on what's happening with the Big 12 Wrestling Championships, where the Sooners have 3 wrestlers in the finals and the lead going into the finals tonight. Puni fouls this pitch back, but Tony Madrigal, Dom Demas, and Mitch Moore all going for Big 12 championships and trying to give the Sooners, I believe it would be the 24th Conference Wrestling Championship. What a job Lou Roselli's done with those guys in that event. Drive to straightaway center. McDonald backs up, and it's just over the top of the outfield wall. Puni a home run. A 2-run blast. 17-0. The 6th Sooner home run of the evening. Zeta Puni with her first Sooner home run. Another first. Paige Knight had her first earlier in this inning. 17-0 Oklahoma.
May.
Was a little slow to get started today. They didn't score until the third, but man, have they made up for lost time. 17-0, 14 hits for Oklahoma. And another pinch hitter coming on. Looks like it'll be Nicole May batting for Jada Coleman in the number 5 spot. Coleman had a walk and a double before exiting here. There's a strike call. Nicole May with her first at-bat in a 17-0 game. Home runs by Knight and Pooney here in this Sooner fourth. 1-2 now. She swings and misses at an off-speed pitch from Bill Meyer. Base is empty, 1 down, and a 1-2 pitch coming to May. Off-speed pitch that is way up and away. That's well hit to straightaway center, but caught by McDonald, ranging back and reaching up with her right hand. May scalded that ball. She's out number 2, though. A line out to straightaway center. And Taylon Snow will be the batter.
At the plate for the Sooners, first baseman number 5, Taylon Snow.
Taylon Snow, 2 hits in this one, batting .488. Here with the bases empty and 2 gone, takes ball 1 upstairs. That's ripped to straightaway center and caught by McDonald. Those balls as hard hit as any all day, but outs to center field. Sooners will go for the run rule, leading 17-0, going to the Coke. And your updated totals here: Sooners 17 runs on 14 hits, 6 of them home runs. For Oklahoma today, Sooners now 61 home runs on the season. Middle third of the order for the Bearcats here to face the Sooner right-hander Olivia Raines. Ellie Grill takes strike 1. Numbers on Olivia Raines. No official record. This is her 10th inning. She's given 5 hits. And the next pitch is fouled off by Grill, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Sooner pitching has not allowed a base runner in this game. One ball and 2 strikes. They appeal to first base. No swing. And the count 2-2 now. Six home runs by 6 different Sooners today. That pitch just missed outside. 3-2. Olivia Raines thought she had her first strikeout. She has 11 strikeouts and 2 walks on the season. Has given up 5 hits in 9 innings. Has yet to surrender a run this year. There's a swing and a miss on 3-2, strike 3. Third Sooner strikeout. Each pitcher has 1 strikeout. Bearcats down to their final 2 outs. Brooke Malia, the scheduled hitter, but I think we've got a pinch hitter for Sam Houston, and we do. It'll be Kylie Hobbs. So Hobbs pinch hitting for Malia in the number 5 spot. First pitch, ball 1 from Olivia Raines. We'll have the Bud Light post-game show, recap the totals when this one is all said and done. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Count is all even. And a ball and a strike. So Sooner offense this weekend. 49 runs on 58 hits. They've outscored the opposition 49-2 this weekend. And they have out-hit the opposition 58-7. Oh, and the pitching has been incredible as well. 2 balls and a strike here on Hobbs. This one bounced foul. Pitching so far, it is 28 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, only 2 of them earned. 35 strikeouts and 5 walks is what the Sooners have surrendered in the circle this weekend. Trying to close out a 17-0 win. 2-2 pitch is in the dirt. And the count goes full on Hobbs. Olivia Raines looks at her wristband, gets the pitch. This pitch is fouled back by Hobbs. Count stays at 3-2. UT Arlington on Wednesday for the Sooners. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Raines as Hobbs fans. Bearcats are down to their final out. Courtney White, the designated player, is all that stands between Oklahoma and win number 17 with no losses. This one pulled to second base. Easy pickup, Mackenzie Donahue, and the Sooners have won it again. Oklahoma goes to 17-0 with a 17-0 win over Sam Houston, and the Sooners go 5-0 in their home opening Courtyard Marriott Invitational. We'll come back and wrap it up on the Bud Light postgame show in just a moment. This is Sooner softball from Learfield IMG College. The Sooners scoring today, Jocelyn Allo, a 3-run home run to get it started in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Grace Lyons added a solo home run, and the Sooners led 4-0. And Taylor Snow delivered a base hit up the middle to score another run, 5-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. A double in the inning, that followed by Jana Johns, and she drove in 2 runs with that one. Lindsey Elam had an RBI base hit that scored Johns. Then another big blow in the inning as Tiare Jennings homer to straightaway center field. That drove in Boone and Elam ahead of her, a 3-run blast. They got another home run from Mackenzie Donahoe to right field, a 2-run shot. Kinsey Kelso scoring ahead of that one. And when it was all said and done, the Sooners had 13 runs on 12 hits in the inning in the bottom of the 3rd. But they were not done. A couple at first. The first home run for Paige Knight in the 4th. It was a 2-run shot. Zeta Puni, a home run, another 2-run shot in that inning as Kelso scored ahead of that. And Oklahoma got 4 more runs there in the bottom of the 4th inning. 17-0 was the lead. They get 17 runs on 14 hits, and they get a combined perfect game from their 3 pitchers today as the Sooners just kind of piece this one together. Brooke Vestal 2 innings. Alana Thede will get the win. She went 2 innings, as did Vestal. They didn't allow anything and each struck out 1. And then Olivia Raines came in to close it out the final inning. She gave no runs or hits and struck out 2. So a combined perfect game. Vestal, Thede, and Raines all contributing in this Sooner win.